I think this trip impacted me positively. Um, the thing people say sometimes, like, it kind of opened your eyes. I really think it, like, opened my mind. Like, made me think in this new way of understanding that, like, when I make a bad grade on a test or I don't get what I want for Hanukkah, it's so little next to where to sleep at night, what's going to be my next meal, and it really put things in perspective that, like, count your blessings, not your problems, and, like, realize that you aren't the only one in this huge race. And I'm really happy I participated in a real full day of celebrating Shabbat. I don't even know what it's called. So that was really interesting, seeing it, how people are so religious in the aspect of, like, following law that they will say the same prayer every single day if they eat bread after every single meal, and they know that prayer by heart. And, like, it's so admirable, because I don't know if there'll ever be a day that I'll know that Hebrew. However, someone told me that that in 5 years I may become religious. But when I think of it, I don't think that I'm going to become religious and stand in an Orthodox temple, but I will become religious in the fact that I will contribute to the Jewish society, like, community, and, like, represent Judaism in a good light, and fix the preconceptions that are with Judaism that some people see. If that's the way that I'm going to be religious, then I hope that I do it the right way. It made such an impact on me, and each thing was so different from the other things. We worked in a food bank, we worked with children, we worked breaking leaves. Like, we just did such an array of things that I really can't pick one thing. But if I had to, I would pick working at the Atlanta Children's Shelter with children from the age of babies to, first grade or so. And I really enjoyed this because the kids were in a safe environment out of the shelters, at least for the day, and they got a meal. And it was really good being around these kids who were given this option of hope that they may have not gotten otherwise. We got to impact their lives just playing games with them. We organized this ridiculous closet full of the most amazing things that people could have donated. I was blown away, and it was just an overall great experience. We got to work with people and their systematic things that we know that will all that some people have this, like, bad impression on the term community service. They think it's, like, this negative term, like, you have to do it, like, you have to do it. And I just want people to realize that, like, this trip was a community service trip, but at the same time it was, like, a fun trip. It was a social trip, and it was, like, a religious trip, and it was everything combined. And, like, at the end of the day, yes, we volunteered almost every hour of the day to other people for free, but, like, I would never, like, consider it, like, old-fashioned community service. I think that's the best part. Like, you're doing something fresh and spiritual, and the word community service doesn't even, like, finish a trip that even I could even, like, slightly compare to this one. It's really hard to justify it with words to people that weren't on it. They weren't here and felt like the spirit that was in the air wherever we went, and they didn't feel the gut-wrenching feeling that we felt when we heard stories, personal stories. So it's really hard to, like, communicate it. That's why the best way I could describe it is, like, go on it yourself, and that way you can kind of feel maybe what I felt, like, but in your own sense.